6 signs you might have daddy issues and what it means.
Interesting. Let's hit it. It's What the Buzz. We're back.
Woo! It's been
a
how
while.
long? How long?
Before the new year?
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no sense of time anymore.
I think
whatsoever.
I had every intention of re-listening to our other episode.
And you're like,
so I could be like, oh, what has happened since then?
I don't know.
Because, oh, by the way, I'm Joanna. That's Emily.
Hi.
We're back.
It's me.
I was up until midnight last night.
Why?
Catching up on The Last of Us.
Oh, so what is
I
wrong
almost
with
said
you?
this is...
And I'm starting a series where I haven't done it yet. I'm going to make a TikTok, but I'm going to use like screenshots of like TV posters, I guess, for it. And that's what I haven't gone yet. But I have a list of what people have been calling the show in confusion. It's mostly my parents.
That's adorable.
Every time they say, "Did you watch The Rest of Us?" I'm like, what are you talking about? The Last of Us. Oh, yeah, The Last of Us. Oh, the Let Us In?
Let us in.
What? That's a horror movie.
That's a whole different one.
Yeah, so I have a list. Buzz gave... I didn't write down the Buzz one. Buzz
he
just
said
gave me
one today.
He just said... Yeah, and I was like, say it. Because he stopped himself because he couldn't remember. Well, say it. Yeah, that's why he's all... what did he say? Oh, man, it's going to bug me.
I thought you did write it down.
I thought I did, too. I was getting my phone to type it in, and then I just stopped because we started talking. Distractions.
We have all been calling it the wrong thing.
I'll figure it out.
But because I have that This Is Us.
He said the right here or something like that, like the right.
The right of us or something
The
like
right,
that?
yeah, he said the right one or something like that. I'm going to just go with that. I'll make
We're
it up.
all just renaming it at this point. But I stayed up until midnight watching it, catching up on all 3 episodes. Love it. I would
good.
die for those gays.
Yes.
Those gays are adorable.
And my parents, again, they watch them before I do. They're stuck on it. And I'm always like, yeah, because I fall asleep. They warned me, they're like, this is going to tear out your soul. These lovely gays are going to tear out your soul. And it's doing it to everyone.
Everybody.
I just saw Huffington Post had posted, like, here's why it's so great. And then they captioned it, screaming, crying, throwing up.
That whole throwing up thing. I'm all, who actually cries to the point of throwing up?
Kids. So I don't know why adults are crying. I haven't even done that. I just threw up, I think, because of caffeine. Yeah. But then I thought to myself, maybe I'm still heartbroken from the gays. And I made myself throw up a day later.
They were like, they notebooked themselves. Spoiler alert. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was a beautiful story.
Shout out to Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman as a gay man. I love him.
He's everything.
Although I would like to point out that's not his first role as a gay man.
What was the first role?
Oh, well, maybe not the first, but he's played it before. In Bob's Burgers, he plays the gay proprietor of the gay bar next door to Bob's dad's diner.
So he has experience.
He has experience, and he's just a great actor overall.
He really is.
So I did love that episode.
I leave it on. I watch it on demand, and if you leave it on and let it run, it'll play like the behind the scenes or whatever, right?
On HBO, it does that, like, stay tuned after the episode.
And most people don't. I try not to. It's if I'm distracted and I can't find the remote.
You're like, where the hell is that?
Yeah,
remote?
just let it play. And so I was putting Maeve to bed, and I was like, just let it play. And yeah, I like. It was either that or I guess HBO has a podcast too. Where
at the beginning of the episode, it says you can listen to the audio version with the podcast.
Yeah,
everybody has a podcast. So
everyone's
welcome.
doing it. It's free therapy. And yeah, the same way like Vince Gilligan, the guy who did, I hope I said his last name right, the guy who did Breaking Bad and all that. How most of those actors are comedic actors.
Yeah.
So the director of these, which I don't know, I should know, the guy who's doing The Last of Us said, I called him up and was like, what do you think? And he's all, Nick Offerman. He's like, you have to get him. You have to get comedic actors to play incredibly difficult characters.
The weird thing is,
have a darker side that certain people can't, I guess, get in touch with. And I was like,
right.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, like the amazing thing is they can fall into that character.
Yeah.
That dramatic role, and you believe it.
Yeah, in a weird way.
You almost forget.
Yeah, he's like, they have this, according to him, he feels comedic actors can target that weird, dark place that it needs to go to, but still be a lovable character.
So lovable.
They're comedic.
Such a good episode, and I think
it was so good.
Pedro Pascal, amazing. in anything he does.
The Mandalorian doesn't. You don't even need to see him, right? You fall in love with him. And why is he always playing single dads?
That's a good question.
He's always a single dad. I forgot the other ones. Baby Yoda, The Last of Us. And there's one other one. Yeah, that he's a dad. And
where he does.
For everything, he's a daddy.
It's Doctor Strange going, I love you in every universe.
Every time you're a single father, I will be there for you.
I will love you till the end.
Oh, it's going to bug me what he was.
But Buzz peer pressured me because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait a bit before I start watching it.
Yeah.
And he's all, Joanna, you have to watch it.
I would hear one there, somebody watch it. Somebody please watch it with me.
And then last night, Nico called me and him and Buzz were watching it together.
The third episode?
Like, I guess because Nico hadn't seen it before.
Oh, he's catching him up
So he's catching Nico up.
It's like, of course they're watching it together.
They call me and I'm all, are you guys watching it together? And I hear Buzz in the background. Yes. And then Nico goes, it is so awful because Buzz, he's like, I'm trying to watch it, but Buzz doesn't shut up and tells me, oh, watch out for that. That's an Easter egg. And pay attention to this.
How does he know it's an Easter egg? He plays a video game?
I don't know, but he told me something and I was like, oh, I didn't even catch on to that. He didn't get pancake mix. They didn't have pancake mix and he didn't bring a cake.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even notice.
It's in the mix.
If you've seen it, you know what I mean.
Then you know it's in the mix.
If you haven't seen it, well, there it is.
Yeah.
I hear though that it sticks very well to the storyline in the video game. The comic.
I'm going off of my brother who played it because back in the day he had told me, because I was that little kid before YouTube. I used to just sit there and watch my brother.
In real life YouTube.
Yes, my brother played Resident Evil. Silent Hill, all the scary games, and they have really good stories, of course, but I could never play them. I even tried to play them once. I can't do it. I get too scared. I try to do it with my other brother who's still here in El Paso. He got too scared. So we can't. He was my only saving grace, so now I have to ask him, how was this? So of course,
like from your point of view,
he's saying it's good. It's really good, except this whole third episode, he's all, not in the video game. Not in the video game. He's a little homophobic. Oh, so he was like, this is not in the video game. None of this comes up.
I was gonna ask, and I don't know. I guess I should have Googled it. Like the Frank and Bill characters, are they both in the video game, or is only one of them in the video game?
From what I understand, so just follow The Last of Us on Facebook too, the game developer. They're posting, I guess side by sides, or they're pointing out comparisons, and they're like, in the video game, here's how Frank and Bill's relationship actually ended, and they show like, Bill's waiting to go with Joel somewhere, and I guess he finds a note. So the same way at the end, how he
leaves a note.
The chick finds the note. I forgot the little girl's name already. Ellie. And he picks up a note, and you can read it. You know, you go click on A, and you read your note.
I like when it does that.
And so the note is from Frank telling Bill, like, I hate you. I can't stand you. I can't be in this house another day. So it was more like, I guess they hate each other. Right. That's all I got from that. People who play the game, maybe there's something deeper, but my brother's like, whatever you just watched, not in the game.
Well, it's an adaptation.
Yeah.
It's a drama show.
Yeah, and the way they said it,
add some fluff.
I guess in the game too. So in the show, they were trying to, how you mentioned that they start this 20-year difference, right?
Oh yeah.
And so the developers wanted to fill in that timeline with something, but still keep it with the story according to the HBO thingy.
All right.
So they were like, nobody really knows Bill and Frank in the game, so we wanted to play on it.
That's pretty cool.
So,
they took creative liberty on that.
Yeah. It's a good, I think it's probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen in television.
Amazing.
Besides This Is Us, I really liked This Is Us as a series. I did watch it from start to finish.
That had real good writing that really just tugged at your heartstrings every episode.
But I even think this episode is way better than that whole series.
Not to be confused with The Rest of Us.
This Is Us. And The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. The Rest of Us. I almost did it too.
I'm guessing it was probably that one. The Rest of Us.
The Rest of Us.
I'm writing that one down.
Oh,
Rest of Us.
Great show. Highly recommended. I'm happy that it got renewed for a second season.
Yeah, already.
Excited to see where it goes. I've never played the game.
And excited to see your man.
The daddy of the internet.
He really is. He's just having a moment.
Now, I know that I say this a lot, but I have a lot of questions.
So many questions.
I like to say that Pedro Pascal is a daddy. And then sometimes when I see a hot older man, I'm like, ooh, that's a daddy. But I don't actually know what I'm saying it for.
And when did Zaddy? So what's the difference between a Zaddy and a daddy?
Exactly. Oh, apparently because Pedro Pascal also asked, what's the difference? And then they were like, a Zaddy is one level up from a daddy.
But what's that level? See, I should have looked that up. But he is the internet daddy. And it's not a usual conversation here in the office, but we made it one today in the Buzz Adams meeting. Like,
isn't it amazing the things we talk about in our meetings?
Yeah, we would not be cool in other corporate situations, I think.
Probably not. Also, because today Buzz told us the full limerick of there once was a man from Nantucket. Because Emily and I never knew how
I just know that one
ended.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the movies and shows that we've seen, it always starts with, there once was a man from Nantucket. And then everyone goes,
whoa, no. True.
And today we were like, well, what is it? And so Buzz was like, I need to know that I have full consent to tell you this.
Yeah, we gave him consent, but we didn't sign anything. There's no proof.
There was only a verbal agreement. And he told us the whole limerick, and we were like, that is the filthiest thing I've ever heard.
Horrible. Who came up with that?
Right. And then we got into the discussion of daddies. And I'm like, I don't understand it. Like, do you call them daddy because you're, I don't know, like, are you really like, you don't have a daddy and you're like saying, I need a father for guidance or something?
Yeah, and then Buzz jumped on it when I said, well, I feel like society kind of puts it on us to call men daddy. Like, see that as a sexy thing. And Buzz like, yeah, that's something I think women just like do because they think we like it.
Right. And Buzz had to reveal to us that he has had to tell women, don't call me daddy. And he goes, and don't call me Papi.
We should have callers just start calling in and be like, hola, Papi Buzz.
Papi Buzz.
Or just start, what's another dad? Pop-pop. Hey, Pop-pop.
Pop-pop, I think, is grandpa.
Well, he's not a grandpa. Pappy's grandpa.
Hey, Pappy.
What's it? Well, other dad names besides Daddy, Zaddy.
My father.
Vader.
And so I always find it like, am I supposed to be saying it like sexually? What's the sexual aspect of it?
The history of it.
And then our boss came in and was like, oh, it's like a whole 1930s thing where it was like, hey, daddy-o and stuff like that.
True.
Like a swing
But like,
era
still, why
thing.
daddy-o? Why daddy? Why is daddy a cool thing to be called? We need the history of it. I don't know it, but we were Googling things, and so I'm telling you, I found 6 signs you may have daddy issues, aka attachment issues. Well, why don't we call them attachment issues?
Yeah, also, and then I'm like, I don't get it. Is it supposed to be a thing? And then I run into this video.
I know, TikTok's listening to us.
How you doing, Daddy? I'm all right, Mama.
That's Pedro Pascal. If he called me Mama, I would probably lose it.
Yeah.
I call my cat Mamas.
I always wonder how people like that, like interviewers, how they don't freak out.
I know, right? If I had to be like, hey, Daddy. But also, I would still be like, oh, weird. But then if he said, hey, Mama, I'd be like, oh.
Are we married now? Are we a thing?
Are we doing this?
Yeah. Am I pregnant?
What is it? I need to know. What is there like what's the sexual undertone to it? And why do we have to call them daddy? I had a daddy.
And you had a good daddy.
I had a great daddy. I don't need to be calling somebody else a daddy.
Yeah. And my dad's there, but issues. And I guess they are attachment issues because after going through this article, it's like signs you may have daddy issues. So if you I would say if you answer, it doesn't give like, if you answer 1 or 2, you got daddy. I would say if you got 1.
It's a daddy issue already.
But see, I'm already out of here. Okay, so first one, you're only attracted to older men.
I don't think that's a daddy. I like older men.
I only date younger.
I've always liked older men.
Yeah.
And even like when Boy Meets World was on and everyone's like, oh, Sean's hot. And I was like, but have you seen the older brother?
I did love Sean's older brother.
Not Sean's older brother. The other one. What's his name?
The one who has a bunch of other family in acting.
Oh, the Lawrences.
The Lawrence I like. What is he? He's not Sean's brother?
He's Sean's brother, but I liked the brother of the other one.
Oh, Corey's brother. Yeah.
Corey's brother.
My mom loved him.
Always had a crush on Corey's brother.
Yes. Loved him. Eric.
I always loved Eric.
Okay, number 2. You're clingy, jealous, or overprotective.
No.
I am.
You're
one.
Emily's like, I am one of those. You get to choose which one you think I am.
Yeah, exactly. I'm one of them. 3. You need constant reassurance of love and affection. Meh.
From a man or?
From your partner.
Oh, no.
No.
See, because I had constant love and assurance from my actual daddy.
You have the confidence, girl. Exactly. 4. You give the impression that you only care about sex. Meh.
No.
Meh. 5. You're terrified of being alone.
I like being alone.
Yeah, I was like, no, I've learned to love it. 6. You know you've got a complicated relationship with your dad. I just said that.
My complication with my father is he up and died.
R.I.P. So that's
my only issue right now.
And it says what you can do about it.
Oh.
Go see a therapist.
Or talk about it on the What the Buzz podcast.
That's what it says.
You got daddy issues? Let us know.
Great article, Sonia, if that's how you're going to end it. You know how you can fix this? Therapy. Is this for a therapy website?
I think you clicked on a therapy ad.
They tricked me. That's great content, guys. So go to KLAQ.com.
Do you have daddy issues?
And I'm going to start writing articles about daddy issues.
I feel like a lot of people will relate.
They're like, oh my God, that's true. My dad this. Well, let's just talk.
Learn today. I didn't actually learn. What is still the deal with daddy?
Yeah, it didn't teach me anything except maybe I probably do have daddy issues is what they're telling me and to go get therapy.
Like, am I saying it to Pedro Pascal like, hey, be the daddy of my babies?
I guess
Be
it's
my
how
baby
you
daddy.
take it. Yeah, baby daddy. I can see if you're like, yeah, baby daddy.
Let's go make some babies is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want
Pedro
you to make me a mama. I want you to be the daddy.
Make me the mama of your babies.
Yeah,
Pedro Pascal.
Let's take it that way.
I feel like if I keep saying Pedro Pascal, this will somehow find him out.
Summon him to come to
El
Paso.
And then he'll listen to What the Buzz and be like, hey, that chick sounds pretty cool.
Exactly. Somehow, some way, we need to get him to El Paso. Let's get him to El Paso. Comic-Con probably won't happen.
I know.
But film festival, maybe.
The film fest got Stephen Lang last time.
Exactly. So give him 2 years.
Have you seen his beautiful blue eyes? I looked right into them.
Who?
Emily.
Stephen
Lang. He's got beautiful blue eyes.
Did. Yeah, you guys had him in here.
We had him.
No, I did not. He scares me a little from Don't Breathe.
But a little scary.
A little scary now.
A little turned on about it? Maybe.
A zaddy?
Oh, that's a zaddy.
Is it when they're older?
Because he's real older.
I should.
See, I don't know the rules.
The internet created it.
Yeah, internet. Why don't you explain your daddy issues?
Yeah, you want to explain the daddy issues? No, they try to explain the daddy issues and just like go get therapy, but no one explained zaddy versus daddy. Zaddy, a sexual attractive man, especially an older one who is fashionable or charismatic,
like Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, he is. The origin was first used by Ty Dolla $ign.
Ty Dolla
Really? We're going to give credit to him?
Ty Dolla $ign. That sounds familiar.
Some type of rapper.
I guess Pedro Pascal put it better in his own words.
What did he say?
Who's a bigger daddy? You or this man? Oscar Isaac.
I'm a bigger daddy than him. I'm older than him. Although he's a real daddy, he's got kids and I don't. But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
You know what I'm saying?
You put it better. And Google says zaddy is just a guy with swag.
Okay.
An older man with swag, a daddy.
Okay.
So you can still call this guy daddy, but then daddy with...
He's a zaddy.
With swag. A Jeff Goldblum.
The mega boss of daddy.
Yeah, he's the mega boss. So Pedro Pascal's daddy, and then Jeff Goldblum's zaddy. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, we all learned something now.
And don't call Buzz Papi.
And don't call Buzz Papi. Call in and call him something.
It's always fun when Buzz reveals like little tidbits from his relationship.
Yeah, he's like,
we're just like, what?
I want to know how it goes down if they call him Papi, and he's like, no. Please don't do that.
Like, does he stop? Like, don't ever do that again.
Please don't.
Today he came in. So Chris Stapleton's coming to town, Emily.
Yes, I know. What a coincidence. No wonder.
Here's a little tidbit for behind the scenes for all you 14 people out there.
Yes.
We got flagged for the On Demand podcast, the Buzz Adams On Demand. because we use a lot of copyrighted music. I'm not going to lie. We do use a lot of it.
Yeah.
Buzz creates bumper music with it. We'll use it in the background and stuff. And he just created a whole bunch of it.
And he was very proud of it.
Very proud. He was like, Joanna, come listen to this. Well, we got flagged for an episode that was from back in
July 26th of 2022. I've been telling people this so much for corporate reasons.
And it was a Chris Stapleton song.
I wonder why they picked it up.
I wonder, too.
And it was Spotify that picked it up. And since Spotify does search El Paso or searches regions to see how many people are using the music or listening to music.
Right.
So
they picked it up.
They totally searched.
So we are having a little bit of issues with the on-demand right now. We're trying to think if we should rework it, if we should quit it altogether. It's Buzz and I think both have the stance of we're not going to alter the show.
Yeah.
We're not going to alter the bumper music, the background music, or anything like that just because of the Spotify
the podcast issue. Yeah,
because the podcast issue.
Someone else might pick it up too. Like it's always going to be an issue.
Right. It'll be an issue. And so Buzz and I have that stance. We're not going to stop doing those bumper musics in the background.
That
music.
sounds good on air.
It sounds great on air,
Yeah.
right? And the on air is the bigger picture of
Yeah.
it.
It's the whole reason we're here.
It's the entire reason we're here. And so we're trying to think of ways to like rework it and stuff. And the other day I had to go and delete that one episode.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what issues happened.
God knows.
Another issue
Nobody won't answer.
arose
Yeah.
from that. But that's being worked. Whatever. You guys still get that podcast. And today I go, hey, Buzz, Chris Stapleton's coming. The guy who got us flagged. And Buzz goes, I don't think it was him particular. Like him. And I'm all, well, no, duh, Buzz. It's not him that says this particular podcast.
And he's like, I'm not going to El Paso anymore. They're
Right.
stealing my music.
And then Buzz reveals to me, he's all like, I'm all like, he's like, you should go see Chris
He's
Stapleton.
good.
And I'm all, who's that?
Yeah.
And he goes, he's the guy that sings, You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. And I'm all, oh, I like that song.
He's a good dude.
I'm all, that's the song that everyone starts playing and singing to when they're drunk.
No, they're drunk.
And then Buzz goes, that's the song they play like 2 or 3 songs before they close at Little Bit of Texas.
Oh, so Buzz goes to a little bit of Texas a
Buzz
lot,
goes
does he?
to a Little Bit of Texas.
So he likes country, eh?
I know, right?
For a rock station? How dare he?
And he was giving crap today to the Rock and Roll Hall of
He
Fame.
was.
For wanting to put Willie Nelson in it.
We should call him out. Be like, guess what, Buzz?
You and your Chris Stapleton loving ass.
Go to a little bit of Texas, but you're the host of a rock radio morning show?
It also made me wonder, who dragged Buzz out to Little Bit of Texas?
Who is his mommy?
Who's his mama?
Yeah, that loves
Sounds so
country
weird.
music, right? It's we're calling a woman mama.
I'm going to start calling you mama.
Hey,
'Cause
mama.
you're a real mama.
I am a mama. Hey, big mama. I love Bluey where they call their dad, hey, big guy. Like
Aw.
that's hey, big guy. He's like, don't call me big.
I-
Big fella. Hey, big fella.
I have a child in my house living with us. Not getting into Bluey.
Like Bluey. Maeve does not like this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's for me. It's my therapy. She only likes the intro. She only likes the song.
Okay.
So now I started tricking her in the car. I'll play it because I saw. I learned on TikTok that there's a Bluey extended version,
Oh, yeah.
and people listen to it at the gym. Like that was the joke. Like, oh man, what are you working out to? Just Bluey extended theme version. It's like, oh, I'm gonna play it for Maeve. So now she freaks out in the car. Like, where's Bluey?
Where the hell is
Where
Bluey?
the hell is that thing?
I was trying to find something Bluey for her birthday. Emily's little girl turned 1.
She's 1 already. Yeah, like from podcast being
no
on Prager's.
Freaking Bluey stuff.
Yeah, no, Bluey is
Or
very
Sesame
popular.
Street.
Sesame Street's very popular.
I
Hard to
what there
find.
was a bunch of freaking Cocomelon.
Yeah, everyone loves that damn
Sick of
thing.
Coco-
And I am one of
Cocomelon.
those parents that's like, I'm not going to show my kid Cocomelon. Loves Cocomelon. My mom did it.
Freaking Coco. It's
Loves it.
all the time in my house.
You guys should make a bumper of Cocomelon. You know how many kids going to school will start listening to your show?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. We can start doing the, I like to eat apples.
Buzz Adams in the morning.
That was great.
Do it. So make that one.
I'm
Make
gonna
some.
send it to Buzz.
Yeah, make some.
I
school
made
ones.
some new. I told him I'm making some new like intros and stuff, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna send him one." I like to eat the Buzz Adams morning show. Or Duke's voice in the back.
Oh, that'll be great. Send it to me too. Like, just start a series of reels. Failed Buzz Adams intro.
But these are the bumpers that Buzz didn't like that I made, and it's all like, I like to eat.
Just
And there's one where it's all like, Skinamarinka-dee.
There's a pooping song.
What?
There's a pooping song at Cocomelon because my mom and I sing it to each other.
Yes, I've heard it, and I was
when
like,
you get
Oliver.
that funny feeling way down low, stop what
Yes.
you're doing and go. You guys should play
Yes,
it.
because it's always when they're leaving, and then they're like, oh no, I have to go.
Yeah, they go, and then they touch their butt and run.
And then I tell Oliver, do you have to go? And then I remember, oh, you're wearing a diaper.
Yeah, that
You see a
freedom.
random child in my Instagram stories, it's my baby Oliver.
But you guys should play that when you have to go to the break.
Yeah.
Cocomelon. You gotta stop what you're doing and go, go, go. All right?
I listen to a different radio station
Joanna.
when I'm not here. It's in Spanish.
Brooke and Jeffrey. Oh, no.
Oh, Brooke and Jeffrey is one of my favorites.
You should start implementing some. How does Spanish morning? Is it morning radio or is it just radio?
It's regular radio. So the
How it
guy's
differs.
talking in the middle of the afternoon, right? And
Yeah.
And then the other day I was like, yeah, stop, get to the song already. And then I go, is this how people feel with us? Like when they listen to us in the mornings?
But they're like, they never play
And
songs.
my cousin Nellie goes, but you guys don't play songs. She's like, I mean, I hear you guys play songs every now and then. And I'm all, oh, that's because one of us had to poop. When you hear a
you in on
song,
a
it's
secret.
because we have to go to the bathroom.
They had that funny feeling way down low.
And we had to go. Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
well,
also like an announcement thing that our boss sent us for when we play music, and it says like, we're sorry that you have to hear music, but our DJs underestimated their bathroom break into a 2-minute song.
Did Duke make it or what?
No, I think it's just like
Just for fun?
For fun, yeah.
We should put it on social.
I'll send it to you.
Send it to
I can
me.
Send it to
I'll
you.
make a little buzz.
And it's a bathroom
Pooping.
break announcement. And so usually I think I've said it before, but when you hear a song, it's because one of us had to go
Someone's
to the bathroom.
in the Guess Who.
Bathroom breaks. When you hear music, we're in the bathroom. It's usually Buzz will be like, Joanna, put a song in.
That's the worst thing about
And
radio.
then I'll ask him, hey, how long do you want the song? And he's all, 5 minutes. The commercial break's already 6 minutes.
Plus a 5-minute
Plus
song.
a 5-minute song.
Is there even a 5-minute song? Do you have? I thought you had like 2-minute songs. What was the list we were working on
Oh,
last time?
those are
Two?
4. Yeah, we were working on the list, but that's 4, like for quick, when we don't have enough.
Oh, or like you're
When
getting a
Buzz is-
guest in or guest
We're
out.
getting a guest in, we're prepping, or we're getting a guest out. Buzz wants
Okay.
those 2-minute songs.
So he wants November Rain when he has to poop.
Yeah, that's a good song to go poop to.
Can you even use that song in the morning?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. I'm going to take a long break.
What's the longest song that you can play on radio?
I feel like that's
it's
something we
November
should
Rain.
ask our boss.
Is it like an extended mix of Led Zeppelin live or something?
No more ZZ Top, Buzz.
Why, he's sick of it?
Because it was
No more
those
Tush.
are the only 2-minute songs, like Tush and maybe Heard It
And
on the
Blur.
Air. Oh, Kevin said absolutely no song 2 from Blur.
No song.
He was like, good God, not that song. And I'm all,
Because it's too loud in the morning or what? Why?
I don't know.
Is there a
He just
reason?
doesn't want it. And I'm all, but it fits. On the weekends and I'm here and I'm all like, we're not going to have, the legal's going to run way too early.
Blur.
I'll put Blur in.
And Kevin cries in his sleep. He can sense it at the radio at his home.
Right. You know, I used to think people didn't listen on Saturdays.
But are they sending
They
messages?
are.
Just
Some
to
will
hear it
call
all
in.
over again?
Yeah. Some will call in and be like, oh, I'm out here washing my car. I love to hear you guys on the weekends because I miss it during the week.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, I see how it does benefit people.
And then, you're right. And I know, right? Because the other day I was complaining, like, I'm sick of these replays. Oh, that was one of the issues with the podcast, too.
Oh, yeah. Does it take the replays?
Well, it's the whole show. So it's like a whole replay of the show, right?
Yeah.
And so Kevin was like, I understand, like, we do the 5 a.m. replays.
Oh, okay.
We do the best of replays on the weekends.
Play it a lot.
And then during the week, sometimes we'll replay segments that we think were good.
Yeah.
And he's like, I get it. It's a lot of replays. And I was like, please, let's just get rid of those 5 a.m. ones. Everybody hates them.
I would think.
I hate him.
Did somebody come in and say, we love him?
Yeah.
You haven't
And then
heard
if
people.
it's not changed, we get complaints. They're like, oh, that was the one from yesterday.
Yeah, but we thought you guys liked it so much. We got to really come up with like
And then I have to be like, I am so sorry. I had to leave yesterday. Nobody else can do them.
Like, I don't owe you an explanation. Be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, I got in trouble for saying that.
To Buzz or to a person?
Well, like to listeners in general, Buzz got mad at me.
I was like, no, I like that station.
Somebody
that
was
you sent.
complaining about like the podcast wasn't up yet.
You get it when you said that.
And I said, you'll get it when you get it. Buzz,
people weren't happy about
Buzz
that.
reprimanded me for that.
Like, you know what, Buzz? Then you do the podcast, man.
So yesterday I sat him down and I was like, this is how it gets done.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And he goes, well, why can't Nico just upload it right after the show? And I'm all, because it takes a while after the show is done to upload an entire 4-hour show and condense it into 2 hours.
Yeah, the computer can only work so much.
I know.
And it's pulling.
And he's all like, oh, okay. I'm like, but this is how it's done. Now you know.
Now you do it.
I know. I almost told him, now you do it.
And then he would have,
he would have been like, oh!
How dare you backsass me? But no, he could. If he really wanted to get it done, that's the next fight that I'm looking forward to. If he wants to be like, why isn't it up every day? Why isn't it up on time? So why don't you do it?
He kind of like looked at me and was like, well, why don't you do it? If you just did it.
I do other things.
And I told him, I have a lot of other stuff to do after the show, right? I don't think people realize all the stuff I have to do after the show.
You could write it down because that's what we try to do. Corporate tried to get everyone to do that, to jump on this train of everyone write down everything you do every day.
Okay.
And then tell us how much time it takes for you to do that. And then let's share it with the class to show like so-and-so does this and this and that. You only do this. So what other tasks can you do?
Well, what can I pile onto you?
Yeah. So that everyone, not everyone, one person's doing all this work and blah, blah, blah. And of course.
Oh, that's not going to work here.
Yeah. They were like, oh, no, it doesn't work for morning shows. It's different here.
When our corporate people came in a couple of weeks ago, and when the corporate guy was talking to us about articles, he's like, why don't you all like get together as a whole group and just brainstorm ideas and just bounce off of each other with creativity?
And everyone looked at him and laughed.
No, Buzz, Nico, and Megan were like, oh, yeah, that would be cool. And then I looked at him and I'm all, we tried that. It doesn't work here. Because people either leave early or they don't want to do it. Yeah. And people are just fighting each other over articles. It's just it's not something we do here. And he was like, okay.
Nice to know.
And he writes it down into the notepad.
New in El Paso.
He was in a new one, too.
Like, let me tell you about El Paso, sir. It's like the Wild West over here. It really is.
There ain't no laws over here.
Ain't no laws. You can do what you want, get on your horse and ride into the sunset. They don't care. They don't care.
We had a nice luncheon for that day, though. That was nice. We got State Line.
I will say State Farm. State Line. Them sausages. I do love State Line.
State Line's great.
After we kept saying we want a pizza party and Buzz owes us a pizza party.
Nobody has given us a pizza party, Emily.
He owes us the pizza party, but corporate will be here in like another year. We may get like a once-a-year visit.
Kevin
Other markets
owes me
get it a
pizza
lot.
too.
He does owe you pizza.
For my birthday.
Double the pizza.
For my birthday, I want pizza. Don't bring a cake.
And a cake.
Somebody bring a cake. Shh. But you, Kevin, are in charge of pizza.
And then Buzz is also pizza and cake. Every time we walked with him, we said we were going to get food out of him.
I know. I told him, I will walk with you if you get me a treat. And the other day, we walked the other way. And I was like, can we go to Jack in the Box?
And he's like, no.
He's like, after the walk.
Did you really go all the way to Jack in the Box?
No, we went beyond the Jack in the Box.
Oh my God, it's far.
It is.
That's a far walk. No.
And he's like, no, it's just right there.
It's still a far walk from the station, Jack.
Buzz and I are walking after the show almost every other day. We're walking this steep-ass hill behind the station.
How are you feeling about it?
The worst part about this, Emily, is that I feel amazing afterwards.
Right? It's like just the effort of, I don't want to walk.
But those first 15 minutes, I am dying. Because it's just uphill for 15
That hill
minutes.
is horrible. Honestly, I'd rather run up it to get it over with quicker. I'm one of those, I got to do it. Just do it.
I would say
do
I
it
would
now.
want to run up it just to make it faster, but I cannot. I can barely walk up it.
It is steep though. It hurts the lungs.
It
It hurts the lungs.
The other
even
day,
walking.
Nico walked halfway through with us.
Oh, he did?
But he was smoking.
Oh god.
And I'm all, I need you behind me because the wind it's a back wind and it keeps coming to me.
I had an asthma attack right there.
And then I told Buzz
that.
that we need rules. Like, for the first 15 minutes, he's not allowed to talk to me or make me laugh because I am focusing on not dying.
That's true.
So then he goes like, fucking chatty Cathy over here, doesn't shut up. And I'm all like, what are the rules? Shut up. And he's all, I'm just going to keep talking.
No talking till we get up
And he's
the hill.
smoking and I'm all, okay, how are your lungs not on fire right now? Because mine are.
It's smoker. They're like
Right? Like they're just
so
constantly on fire.
diseased that they don't feel anything anymore.
Your lungs feel like they're on fire.
I hate it. Yeah, I was
going
like,
up that hill.
It's just like every time it's the top of my lungs, I guess, or my upper back, I'm like, why is it hurting so bad?
And I'm all, it kind of hurts to breathe in deeply.
Yeah. And then when it's cold, like that's what I told Buzz, I'm
It's
not
been
joking.
cold.
When it's cold, I can't breathe, man. I start having, I can't even chug a Slurpee. I can't breathe after that. Like the cold messes me up. It's weird.
But it's been great.
Yeah. I wanted to go every day with you guys. I'm proud that you guys go every day.
It's rough.
I'd like to go with you guys too. It's a good walk.
We've gotten Mike, the engineer, to go with us.
Oh, he's going too?
Yeah.
See, we get a little crew together, start walking.
So I'm all good. Buzz is distracted.
Yeah, keep him
Talk
up
to
there.
him while I fight for my life back here.
He looks for hammers and stuff that he finds.
And the other day I was like, Buzz, after our walk, can you go with me to the dollar store and buy me a treat, a soda, a water? Because we don't have ice because our fridge here broke.
Oh, yeah, the fridge broke.
I'm all, can you get me a water? And he's like, yeah. And I'm all, and a treat perhaps because I'll be famished from our walk.
Did he get you a treat?
No, because at that point I was like, I don't want to go. Just get to the
Like, I'm
station.
done.
You know how we're coming down that hill?
Yeah.
I can't stop. I have
Like,
to focus
just keep
going
going.
down the hill as well because there's so many rocks. I don't want to die.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't know why there's so many rocks, though.
And so I'm all, no. Let's just keep going. I can't stop.
Focus.
I can't stop anymore.
I'm telling you, those are the moments where you're like, man, maybe I should just run down it. But it hurts to run down that thing. Your butt hurts.
Yeah.
The top of your butt hurts.
It's really steep.
It is.
Like there's hills and then there's this steep ass hill behind the station.
We need everyone. We're going to start telling listeners, show up at noon and everyone's going to walk.
Buzz wants to start a big walking
A big old
club.
walking crew. Find that lady with the dog. Have her
I
join
haven't
in.
seen that lady with the dog.
She wants to make sure you're okay as Buzz's wife.
She thought I was his wife. And she's all, where
You're
is
Buzz's
he?
mama.
And I'm all, I left him up on the hill. He's still up there.
She's like, I'm going to go find your daddy.
Go get my daddy. I told Buzz he's my Splenda daddy. 'Cause he takes me to the movies and pays for my stuff.
He's somewhat sugary.
He's a little bit of a sugar.
It's a little
sugar
satisfying
substitute.
Sugar. Yes, sugar substitute.
That's all I need.
Not
Just
the
pay
best
for my
kind.
movie and pay for my wings at the movies.
Aw. Beautiful relationship.
It is, right?
Yes.
I don't take it for granted.
No. But abuse it. Abuse it as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure. But if somebody wants to join us on that walk so that those first 15 minutes Buzz can be distracted and not try to make me laugh or talk, I would appreciate
he lives
it.
for your laugh. So
I need somebody to distract
you're going to
him.
have to be a Lady Gaga who
I
sings
can't-
and runs. You're going to have to laugh
Right?
and walk.
I can't.
to train
I'm not
your
at that
lungs.
stage yet. Like I can't
Great.
do it yet. I know one day eventually I'm going to be able to
One
walk
day
and
you're
go
going
up
to
that
laugh
hill.
for 15 minutes straight. Walking.
And I, because Buzz won't shut up. And he's like, Joanna. And I'm like, Buzz, shut up.
Hold on. Is it steep?
Until we get to that curve, you can talk to me.
People show up,
Come to
distract
the
Buzz.
station. We
Don't be
usually go at
creepy.
around 11:30.
Not today.
It's a 30-minute walk. I've
It is
timed
30
it.
minutes, huh?
It
Is
would
it a
probably go-
mile? At least?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't tracked that. I just tracked how long it is.
Yeah, I guess maybe they do go by time too, because my gyno used to tell me all the time, you got to walk 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day is all
I
you
feel
need
like
in
that
your life.
counts like for more than 30 minutes because you're going up a
Is-
steep
yeah,
hill
the-
for the first.
Yeah, it's not
15.
just like a straight walk. It's
Right.
beat your ass walk up there.
Yeah,
and then
my ass hurts afterwards.
that's why I was like, I want a booty. I want to walk that hill.
Fuck
Go
that.
run it up and down.
And then later I'm all like, God, I feel amazing. I can do anything.
That's the difference. And Buzz, yeah, he has so much energy. And
He
you guys
does
get
have
up so early. That's my only thing is I don't know how you even find energy. It's your second wind of the day.
Yesterday, I was like ready to go, and he didn't even like. Do you want to go walking?
Yeah, he's usually.
And he was in like gym clothes
because he went to the gym. Like
he went to his gym. He didn't go walking with me yesterday.
What a butt.
Which was fine because I was like, do I want to go walking today? I'm kind of tired.
I use it as I don't want to keep staring at my screen. I'm going, and I told Lenny, I was like, I use it to see where Buzz is in his
You
life.
kind of do.
Digitally,
You talk to him.
I try to see where he's at.
You kind of explain to him how things go.
Then you want to stab him, like Buzz, shut up.
I wanted to stab him that last time we were up there.
Anytime where it's like, dude, I'm trying to explain something, and then he gets all crazy, and I'm like, oh, Buzz, like.
And at that point, we were already beyond the hill, so I was already up at pace with him, and I was like, I will stab you.
Like, Buzz, just listen.
Buzz found a weapon last time. Were you there?
The sledgehammer looking thing?
Yes. And
it's a mallet, right? Yeah,
it's a mallet. And the whole time, like later on, I kept thinking, like, what if somebody like committed a murder with that weapon?
It looks like it.
And then they just like trashed it there on the side of the hill. And now Buzz has a murder weapon in his home.
He's touching it. Made it his new friend. Made it his ghetto Thor. That's what Kevin said too when he walked in. Like, cheap ghetto? Thor. Yeah, cheap Thor, what are you doing? Because he's like, look what I found. Does he even have it still?
Yeah, he took it home.
Oh, he really took it home.
He took it home.
He was just going to leave it here.
No, he took it home. I don't know what he's going to use it for, but it's gone.
Well, I hope no one was murdered with it, because, yeah, they're going to go trace it back.
That's all I kept thinking about. I'm like, great, Buzz has a murder weapon in his home.
He should have taken that meat platter or whatever he found. He's like, it's a giant hot dog. All his lame jokes.
Was like foam.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that where they put meat foam? But no, I think it was just foam. Oh, the interesting things.
That's what's going on behind the scenes here. Now you know. I still don't know about the daddy thing.
If somebody can figure that out,
you can explain it to me. That'd be great.
If you want to go for a walk, show up.
We're at 4180 North Mesa.
Be like, I'm part of the Buzz Adams walking
but you gotta
squad.
go to the back. So I guess more towards Stanton.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the street called?
Ridgecrest.
Ridgecrest.
We go all around Ridgecrest.
Fancy houses.
I know. Buzz and I like to critique the houses.
We're trying to convince Buzz to buy a house over there, too.
There's a house for sale up there. And Buzz is all like, can you imagine just 10 seconds to work? I'm all, well, it's like maybe a 15-minute walk.
And he's all, poop, like, right there.
He's like, I'm not going to walk. He's like, I'm still going to drive.
Yeah, that's
it's a 10-second drive.
We would at least have the back open. You could take the chain off.
Oh, yeah.
We always have a chain there.
That chain is the bane of my existence.
I know. I hate that damn thing. I could easily get out.
We could, right? Especially when there's this horrible traffic right here.
But El Pasoans don't know how to act, and they abuse our parking lot. So
I know. I love seeing like on the cameras when people like drive in.
Like, oh.
And then they realize there's a chain and they have to go back. The drive of shame is what I call it. I'm all, look at that, you idiots.
Sad human.
Pathetic. I'm just kidding. You can come join us. Come for a walk with us. Come distract Buzz for the first 15 minutes of our walk.
Fun. We'll make a crew name.
Get some cardio in.
We need a name.
Unfortunately, you will feel amazing afterwards.
Yeah. So on your lunch break, everyone's lunch break is a walking break.
Marina tried to join us one time.
Oh my God.
It was too cold. And she only had like a little sweater. And she was like,
she rolled
cold.
down.
I'm going back. She went back.
Hell
and
no.
I was like, no, Marina, wait.
I need you. Talk
and
to
I'm
me.
all like,
no. Yeah, when it's cold, hell no. And
lungs
no,
on fire.
Never again. That first one hurt me. I was like, nope, never doing that. And then I walked in. I was like, okay, this is better when it's hot. Ooh, okay.
No, and then the cold came back.
And then, yeah, that's why every time it's cold.
The other day I took this one and I was like, it's because I sweat a lot. But then I was like, ooh, it's cold.
It's too cold. Yeah, and then sweaty. Oh, I hate that. I hate when it's sweaty freezing. And then it's cold and then you just feel the weird mixture.
But remind me to bring a deodorant because last time I think I stunk a little. And then we had this guy that comes in, Sidney Alvarez. He was with Iris.
First
and he was like, hey, Joanna. And I got halfway got up to hug him. But then I was like, oh, I stink.
I can smell
And I'm all,
myself.
hey. And now I think he thinks I'm rude.
When really I just smell.
I just didn't want to get my stank on you.
I should have told him that, hey, man, I walked. I don't want to get my stank.
I'm stinky a little bit.
Just want to let you know.
I got to bring a deodorant.
Women smell too, man.
It's not nice, but it happens.
It happens all the time. It's okay. Scott used to keep toothbrush and all that. Start bringing
Buzz has a shit ton of
bring it
mouthwash.
Just throw it on your armpits. Disinfectant. Minty.
I have a body spray in there.
Okay.
It's a men's body spray.
I like men's
Because Lisa
better.
and I like the men's ones.
Yeah, those
So
are better.
she's like, I'm leaving this with you when she left me.
Godspeed. Here's my parting gift is cologne.
I got a lot of stuff in our divorce.
That's true.
Microwave, fridge,
Coffee pot.
coffee maker.
She took the French press though.
She took the French press. And that's what's happening here. And that's what you missed on What the Buzz.
Woo!
We don't know when we'll do this again.
No.
So I don't even want to tease and say next time.
Just stick around. Turn on those app notifications. That's when you'll know.
Yes.
And if you see a weird one that says Ditch Buzz Adams, just ignore it.
Ignore it. We're having some issues on that right now. Pay no attention to it though.
Yeah.
It's
Ignore
fine.
those.
We're going to be fine.
But look for
Is
the What
somebody-
the Buzz one.
Does somebody keep walking by?
Yeah, I think it's Nico. And I'm like, why is
Why
that
is he
man
still here?
Exactly. That's why I keep freaking out. Like, or I'm hallucinating. One of them.
Emily went a little too hard on caffeine. the
I
other day.
don't know. I'm either getting sick or caffeine. That's why I was wearing a mask. Like, I
Oh,
don't know.
no.
I don't think I'm getting sick. I think it was just I didn't eat and had a lot of caffeine in my body. And my body's like, no more. It's at night. You got to get it out so you can go to sleep.
Oh, no, Emily.
I don't know. Or it's.
Well,
The
we'll
Last
figure
of
that
Us.
out. Thanks for joining us on What the Buzz. We'll see you next time.
Don't
Let's
eat
quit.
mushrooms.
Yeah, no. Don't eat the pancake mix or the cake mix.
I ate pancakes this morning. Okay, bye.
Let's quit it.